Welcome back. I was doing some reflections this past week, and I wanted to come on here and talk about growth mindset. When I first enrolled in the Executive MBA program, I was filled with excitement, but a little bit of nervousness. As a professional with several years of experience, I thought I had a solid grasp on leadership and business strategy. But I soon realized that this program would challenge everything I thought I knew. In the first few weeks, I was challenged with complex concepts and a demanding academic schedule and expectations. And I remember sitting in my first strategy class surrounded by brilliant people who seemed to grasp the materials and the concepts with minimal effort. And I felt like an imposter. I was convinced that my prior knowledge was insufficient for this new level of discourse. It was a humbling experience. And for a moment, I considered, backing out of the program. But instead of backing out, I decided to embrace this discomfort. I reached out to my classmates, we formed study groups, and I engaged in detailed, deep discussions with them to broaden my understanding. And this collaboration opened my eyes to diverse perspectives and experiences, revealing gaps in my own knowledge. And I realized that I didn't need to know everything, I just needed to be willing to learn. And as the program progressed, I faced many challenges: tight deadlines, demanding group projects, and the pressures to maintain my professional responsibilities. There were moments of failures. And I remember during a presentation when my nerves got the best of me. And there was this one particular tough session. I received some constructive feedback that felt overwhelming. My initial reaction was defensive, but I soon recognized that this feedback was an opportunity for growth. I took a step back and I reflected on my mistakes. Instead of viewing them as setbacks, I began to see them as stepping stones. I wanted additional feedback. I practiced my public speaking skills. I even enrolled in workshops to improve my presentation technique. So every small victory built my confidence and reinforced my commitment to continuous improvement. Midway through the program, I started to embrace the concept of growth mindset more intentionally. I began to approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear. And I adopted the mantra, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective, it transformed my experience. Difficult subjects became puzzles to solve, and setbacks turned into lessons. And during our capstone project, my team, we faced significant obstacles. We had conflict in ideas and we struggled to find any type of common ground. Instead of letting this frustration continue, I initiated open discussion where everyone voiced their thoughts and their opinion. And by encouraging this environment of trust and collaboration, we not only resolved the difficulties and the differences, we produced a project that exceeded our expectations. And as I reflect back on my journey through the Executive MBA program, I realized how strongly it has shaped my leadership style. I now prioritize a growth mindset, not only for my personal development, but also for my team. I encourage everyone listening to embrace challenges, learn from feedback, and view failures as opportunities for growth. And in sharing my story with you all, I hope to emphasize the importance of fostering a culture where continuous learning is celebrated. By creating an environment that encourages risk taking and innovation, we can inspire teams to reach new levels. And in closing, my experience in the Executive MBA program was transformative. It taught me that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey, best accepted with an open mind and a resilient spirit. As I continue to grow, I am committed to leading by example, inspiring others to embrace their own growth journeys. And I'll see you in the next video.